What's up, what it do? It's your boy Lou from the Lou. What's happening? What's cracking with it? What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all doing good on this Wednesday hump day. Yeah. It's been going on, man. I'm tired. Had a long one, Shit don't stop. The weather done got cold on a nigga. It's alright. It's the middle of the week, man. I got some fucked up news about some babies, man. There's always something going on with these kids, man, Rest in peace to that baby that was killed by that puss-ass cop, man. She had a knife, and she was the one that actually called the police for help. It's crazy because, he gonna talk his way out of this. He gonna use the word, accident a million times. Why would you grab your gun the first? It's a group of girls, first of all. It's girls. So what? She got a knife. These are little girls. You an adult man, 20, 30 years old. She's a teenager with a knife. You pull out a gun? I see the picture of the dude. He look like he's 12. It look like he shouldn't even be a fucking cop. I was telling my wife the other day, man, I was watching, we was watching something on TV. I can't remember what it was. And I think that part of the training that police should take, I think they need to be COs. I think that police need to be some COs for like a year or two. No weapon, you know what I'm saying? No cause. You stuck in one area. You see the same killers, rapists, murderers every day for a year or two. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be the best training because when the police get trained, they get trained how to use the gun, how to drive fast, how to stop cars and all this shit. They don't get trained to de-escalate situations. They don't get trained to talk people out of problems. Like the girl with the knife, they don't get trained to handle that correctly. You know what I'm saying? They just get trained to shoot and kill. You see a problem, you stop it. You shoot it, you kill it, you stop it. Problem solved. But I really think part of the police training should require they punk asses to go work in the penitentiary because you have no weapon. You got a can of mace. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your hands and you got to use your mentality. And if you can't use your hands and your mentality, then you should not be a motherfucking police officer. For real. I mean, I know COs are assholes and shit, but man, they go to prison every day by choice. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no guarantee they gonna make it home, And I remember a time when this nigga stabbed this CO in the eye. I think she got stabbed in the eye like 10 times or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Lost her eye and everything. And it's crazy because the bitch came back to work. Case in point, police need to be trained working in the penitentiary. That'll build some real character for their ass and teach them how to really, get through some situations. But I want to talk about these kids, though. I love kids. Everybody do. And it's a lot of foul shit be going on with these kids. So, a couple stories I got lined up, and I want to talk about them. So, the first one I want to talk about this woman named Kenya Stallworth of Ohio. Her and her husband, his name is Robert Robb, yeah. Double R. Rob, put it that way. But Kenya Stallworth and her husband killed their 19-year-old son and buried him under dirty clothes for 2 months in his bedroom. And he was missing. So people was looking for him since like September, I want to say. Got paint on me. He been missing since September, but he was dead. His mother killed him. His mother and his stepfather killed him, I believe, and buried him under some dirty clothes in his bedroom and sealed the door off so couldn't nobody find him. That's some crazy shit. That's some sick shit. You know what I'm saying? His father found out, and when he seen his son before, it looked like he was tortured. It looked like his son was going through something. At 19, I mean, the child might have been a little special. He might have been a little off. He probably couldn't defend himself. You know what I'm saying? But he's 19 and your mama killed you. And she was young. I think she was like 39 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But damn. You know, if you're 19, man, if you got a 19-year-old and you have an urge to kill your child at 19, you probably shouldn't have had him to begin with, because it's 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? And you still kill your child and bury him under dirty clothes in the house. People sick, man. People sick. You know what I'm saying? There's some sick shit going on. So it's fucked up. Rest in peace to that boy, man. You know. And his father is real fucked up behind it. His father fucked up behind it. You know. It's fucked up. Rest in peace to the little brother. I got another one, man. This happened April 15th, last week. It happened in Pennsylvania, I want to say. Another crazy fucked up story about some kids, man. This woman named CIERRA. She stabbed her 5-year-old daughter in the stomach and the back, man, numerous times. So the little girl and her brother was waiting for the bus Thursday morning. 7:30 in the morning, waiting for the school bus. And the girl's son called her grandmother and said, hey, we ready. You know. 10 minutes later, the mama called back and said, I stabbed my daughter. So the grandmother get there, see the baby stabbed up on the motherfucking couch. Nah, the baby, you know, the 9-year-old girl is fucked up, but she able to tell her, you know, mommy stabbed me. She tried to kill me. I tried to get her to stop. And the little boy, he 5. He sees this, you know, and he tells his grandma, mama's stabbing my sister. She don't want to stop. She trying to kill my sister. This is sad, man. This is sad. This is a baby, man. People are killing kids like there's sacrifices or something going on. What the fuck is going on, man? Like if you know what? It's like this, man. Some people look like that, but some people really not like that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes get caught up on girls and they fucking mind don't be right. Some girls get caught up on these niggas and they be like, he crazy, but he crazy for real. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally crazy, like manic, depressive, psychopathic type shit. And then you make a baby with this motherfucker. The DNA goes in that child. That crazy shit that's in that parent, that goes in that child. You know, some things are predestined for kids. You know, it goes down to everything. The color of your eyes, your hair. If you are alcoholic, that's hereditary. That could be passed down. You know, shit like that. As far as fucking gum disease on your teeth, fucking like everything that goes on inside of your body. When you have a child, you pass that on to your child, and it might not get that child. It can go on to your next child. You know what I'm saying? So all this old shit the motherfuckers be doing and this extra shit, they be like, he crazy. Might be crazy for real. You know what I'm saying? So when people kill their kids, man, it's demonic possessions. That's not normal. That ain't normal. People don't wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna kill my baby today. Like, you know what? Growing up, man, you see people get whooped and shit. You see your friends get whooped. You're like, damn, your mama crazy. And sometimes motherfuckers get whooped so bad that the mama had to stop themselves from whooping them. You know, you got friends that used to get their ass whooped when they was kids. You be like, damn, you should run away. You know what I'm saying? But that's real. And it comes from a mental thing. It comes from a mental thing. It's an abuse. You know what I'm saying? It's a physical abuse and it fucks up their mental. People grow up getting their ass kicked and whooped and then they pass it on to their kids. It's real shit. Alright. Now this is the last one. Thank God, because this one is terrible. This one is terrible, man. It happened in El Paso, Texas, to a baby named Aaron DeHart. He got a pretty spelling. A-H-R-E-N. Aaron DeHart. He was 13 months old. This nigga named Marvin Rex was watching the baby because the babysitter called off. End of the night, this motherfucker was charged with capital murder, which means he gonna get capital punishment. In Texas, they got the death penalty, so he gonna be dead within the next few years for killing this baby. I promise you that. But this motherfucker, he was in the army and he was discharged from the army. He had some mental issues. The motherfucker is crazy, but he killed the baby. He did some wrestling moves on the baby. The nigga is a grown man. He like 20, 30 some years old. He's in the army, so he army strong. He did wrestling moves on the baby. Yo, the baby 13 months old, man. They say the nigga grabbed the baby by the head like a football and shit, running around the crib. Like he said, he was running around the house with the baby by the head, throwing the baby in the motherfucking air, wrestling with the baby. They say he dropped the baby on the futon, on the motherfucking frame of the futon, on the futon. You know them futons. The frame 9 times out of 10 is made of that fucking metal, that steel. And he dropped the baby on the fucking futon, wrestling with a 13-month-old baby, man. Throwing the baby in there, putting wrestling moves on. They found the baby, man. The baby had fractured skull, bruises on his face. The abdomen was all tore up. He was throwing up blood, like. Sad, man. It's sad. And this nigga ain't even supposed to be watching the kids. That's what fucked up. The babysitter called off, so this nigga said he'd do it. He get to wrestling with the baby, and the baby 13 months old, and they say he get mad at the baby because he ripped a pillow. The baby tore up a pillow. He 13 fucking months. He could barely tear up paper. You know what I'm saying? So he grabbed the baby by the head like a football, wrestling him, throwing him in the air, and the baby hit his head on the fucking futon, going to cardiac seizure and shit, and died. They couldn't keep him on life support because he wasn't going to make it. Yeah, man, let me say something. If you ain't ready to fucking raise a dog, if you had fish and the fish died, you had a gerbil or something and the motherfucker died, you might not need no kids. Flat out. If you can't take care of a fucking pet that can take care of themselves, you definitely don't need no child that needs you to take care of. You can't even take care of yourself. All these people that fuck with these kids, they all get. I think anybody that fuck with kids should automatically either get a life sentence or you gonna get the death penalty. Flat out. It ain't no love for motherfuckers fucking with kids, man. For real. Everybody on this list should get the death penalty or 25 to life. But I guarantee you that nigga in Texas, he definitely getting the chair. They don't play that. They don't play that. Rest in peace to all these babies, man, that's not making it to see the next birthday. For real. And any pussy ass nigga or pussy ass bitch or motherfucker that's putting their hands on these kids, man, if I see you, I'm beating your ass with a motherfucking aluminum bat. Flat out. I ain't got no remorse for nobody fucking with no kids, man. Because if I get my hands on you, the police ain't gonna save you. And I don't give a fuck about going back to prison for beating your ass or killing you. None of that shit. Because you're gonna get what you deserve in the end. Flat out. Y'all love them kids, man. Flat out. Like Trick Daddy said, we love the kids, man. For real. It's your boy Lou from the Lou, man. Y'all stay safe, stay dangerous. I'll let me. Peace.